And here we are tonight. Hi, this is Myrna Hayes. You can see that I am out here on Mare Island tonight, July 28, 2020. And I have been being harassed. I have a video prior to this and here we go, bright lights on me. Everybody who's watched these live videos in the past knows that I am once again having bright light shined in my eyes. And those are the bright lights that you can now see as well from Contractor Security of America, private security firm. We want to give you the number to call, 800-672-6057. You can see that I am here with Nitro, my dog, July 28, 2020. Patricia McFadden, CSO Office, U.S. Navy, Treasure Island, Scott Anderson, Restoration Advisory Board, Mare Island Naval Shipyard, Co-Chair, San Diego, PMA West. Just letting you know that once again, I am being harassed by a security guard. I am now on Facebook Live. This is 15 minutes after I was recording him on a video, which I will send to you. He's continuing to shine a very, very bright light on me. I am on public property. I am on a public street. There is the Mare Island Preserve entrance. Here is the stop sign. Not to give you a whiplash, but we're gonna go around to the street. There is my car. I have been sitting here and he drove up, shined his lights in my car window. I've come over and asked him kindly to move on and to turn his lights off, and he refuses to leave. I have asked you repeatedly. The apparent vice president of the company has had a meeting with me and you, and he continues to violate the promise that you made. And now he's talking to a supervisor after he has been here more than 20 minutes harassing me. I now have more and more people watching this live video on Facebook. I am fed up with it. I will pursue this with my congressman tomorrow, Congressman Mike Thompson, his aide, Mel Orpilla. I have asked you at the Navy repeatedly to address this. This is not on Navy property. It is on public property. You promised me that he would not do this anymore. And here you have yet another employee of this company, Contractor Security of America, your contractor for Mare Island, harassing me. Security guard is harassing me. These are bright lights he's shining in my eyes after I have asked him repeatedly to leave, to quit shining his lights on me. This is vehicle number P36. He's now speaking to somebody from his company. He's been telling me that he is shopping on Walmart and that he has the right to sit here with these bright lights and shine them in my car and in my eyes, and that I am actually harassing him. What I want you to be very clear on, Contractor Security of America, as well as the U.S. Navy representatives I'm speaking to, again, Patricia McFadden and Scott Anderson and whoever else you want to send this video to, is that this is a private individual harassing me, shining his lights on me when I have asked him to leave and quit shining his lights in my car and now in my eyes. He can be sued, and I intend to sue him. You need to give me his badge number, his name, his contact information, and you need also to have this end. He's going to call Jose Moya. That's what he just said. He's going to call Moya. He needs to call Moya right now because Jose Moya Patricia was the one who was on the phone with us and promised me that his staff would never, ever, ever, ever do this again. And now, Jose Moya, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you directly, Jose Moya, at Condor Security of America. You promised me that you would never, ever have your employees out here harassing me again. Now more and more people are watching this video. More and more people know that on Facebook Live that Condor Service of America, Security of America, once again, Jose Moya, is continuing to harass me. This security guard needs to leave immediately. He's given excuses like, I'm too close, my dog is too close. It looks to me like he's about 25 feet away from my dog, and my dog has nothing to do with whether he can operate a vehicle, whether he can turn his bright lights off of me. He is shining his lights on me. He is using the same terminology that your previous security guard used. He's claiming that before he drove up, how he knew this, I can't know, that I used racial slurs for him. Before he drove up, I used a racial slur. And this is very disturbing to me, people. This is very disturbing. You guys have seen previous live Facebook Lives where these people from Condor Services of America, and that is 800, right there, 800-672-6057. Jam their phone service tonight. Called Jose Moya, the apparent vice president of the company, who has promised me, who has assured me, and that is, once again, 800-672-6057 is the side on the car, the phone number on the car. This is vehicle number P36. You can see that there. This light is continuing to be shined in my eyes. You guys all know from my previous live posts that that's very dangerous for me, but I'm continuing to be subjected to this kind of treatment by the U.S. Navy's contractor. You can contact the U.S. Navy this Thursday night, the 30th. We will be having a webinar of the Restoration Advisory Board. I would urge you to contact Scott Anderson, my co-chair from the Navy. I'll be speaking to him on a conference call tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. But I urge you at the Restoration Advisory Board for Mare Island, we'll be having a webinar. I will give you the contact information. I want you to help me out and complain about this continued harassment by this particular company. Again, we are on a public road. We are parked on a public road, and now he is trying to, it looks like he's trying to hit my dog. You have a whole lane. You have a whole lane, and you're shining your lights at me. Do you have an entire lane? He's trying to hit the dog, and you guys all know who he is, and you know that he's just using that as his excuse because now he knows that he may be in big, big, big trouble. Right now, there he is. He's harassing me. Now he's up by Nitro. You guys can see him right here. Here's Nitro. Here's his car. He's moved in much, much, much closer to Nitro. And he's continuing. Now he's shining yet a second light on me besides his light bar. This guy has lost it. And lucky for me, I'm not going to budge. I can be here for the next 15 hours if I want. I've got a good charge on my phone. And this guy is harassing me. Get your dog out of the way, lady. What a dork. You know, you aren't even good enough to be not only a security guard, but any kind of frontline service. You're a danger to this community, and you need to move on. You're not a Marine, you're a dork. You're not a Marine, you're a silly ass. You're a silly ass. You're a silly ass. You're a silly ass. I'm far from a homeless lady. My name is Myrna Hayes. You're again saying something very nasty to me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're a dork. You're a silly dork. Run along now. Go shopping at Walmart like you told me you were doing. Thank you for turning your light off at last. Bye-bye. What? You go ahead now. You go ahead. You go ahead now. Bye. 25 minutes of you. Oh, now he's going to try to hit my car. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Fire him. Fire him. Run along now. Run along now. Run along now. Go on. Get. You have something more important to do. I hope you're not on the time clock.
Oh, please.
I hope you're not on the time clock, dork. You like that name, don't you? That makes you feel really excited. Run on. Now I'm getting mad at you, and I'm going to start saying things that aren't nice. Oh, and now you're going to try to hit my dog. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you came within 2 inches of my car. Go away. Ha ha. Get, run along. Go on. Now I got yours. Wow, that took a while. That guy was persistent. Whew. This is insane, you guys. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Thank you for being here, because I have a good 15 minutes of video before I went live. I literally couldn't bring myself to figure out how to go live. There he goes. He's finally on Navy property. This is the insanity. Hello, my brother-in-law. This is the insanity of what I'm putting up with. And you go, oh, well, why don't you just stay at home? I have to lock a gate every night on Mare Island. That's my duty. It's more than a civic duty. Our nonprofit actually has a contract to lock that gate. So I do something that any of the rest of you would do. I sit here in the dark outside that gate and wait until everybody's left. Sometimes I read. Sometimes I listen to music. Sometimes I write Facebook posts. And they can't help themselves. No matter how many times I have called my Navy co-chair of the Restoration Advisory Board in San Diego, Scott Anderson, and no matter how many times I have called Patricia McFadden, the Bay Area manager for the caretaker site office for the U.S. Navy, these people can, and since they got this contract a few months ago to care for the property that they own, 1,200 acres that they own, that I'm not on, hey, Joe, they continue to send these people out. Not them, their company, the company that works for them. They even went so far as to take the little marker off of the fence back here so that their security staff wouldn't have to come anywhere near me. He's supposed to have turned left a 1/4 mile up this road. He's not supposed to have even come back here and gotten anywhere near me. They know that. Jose Moya, who he just mentioned, is the vice president of the company, of this security company. They have all these security clearances. They have private detectives. They have all this stuff. They're out of like Watsonville. They're driving me out of my mind. Okay, today's the 13th anniversary. The 13th anniversary, July 28, 2007, of the Vallejo Police, now Lieutenant Steve Darden, stealing my dog Dot, for the people who knew her, out of my truck, in the town while I was preparing the 150th of the Mare Island Naval Ammunition Depot event and publication at someone's house. And I ended up in the emergency room. The fire department, paramedics came out. I was ambulanced to Kaiser. I was that close to blowing a fuse. They call it a stroke. And tonight, I have the right to be on public property, sitting on the side of the road, in my car, on a public street, listening to the owls, looking at the moon, waiting to turn out to close my gate, the San Pablo Bay Trail gate, where you got to watch us live, watching a comet. And I should not have to be harassed. 13 years ago tonight, the city of Vallejo PD did not shoot me, but they destroyed my life. 13 years I put up with the nightmares because of post-traumatic stress disorder of Officer, now Lieutenant Steve Darden, threatening me and saying that they were going to steal my dogs, this and that, because I had them locked in cages and all kinds of bizarre things. He's still on the force. He's still terrorizing people. He's still killing people. One of the fatal 14. And I'm traumatized because I live in this town. I'm traumatized because I've given to this town. You guys happen to know that for some 25 years, okay? Enough is enough is enough is enough. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just lock myself in the house like all the rest of you trying to survive this stupid COVID thing? Or am I supposed to just fight back? What I've learned from people who have had this similar thing happening on Mare Island is that... and you've probably had it other places, is simply that security guard was harassing me as an individual, and I can sue him. And I don't need to go on. He's gone at last. Thank you for being witness. This is the only thing that seems to make any difference, because I had recorded for 15 minutes before that. I went live on just a regular video, and I also had just gotten out of the car after about, hi Gary, after about 10 minutes of him, it seemed like, maybe it was only 5, of him pulling up behind me with all of his lights on me. And I kept my head down. I kept on, kind of just snooping around Facebook and thinking that he would move on. He first brought his truck right up in front of me and shining his lights in my eyes. And this is the biggest problem I have with PTSD, is my brain has now been attacked by all these lights. In a way, by putting my phone up, I was able to shield it from the flashing or the bright lights. Sometimes they flash them too. I know I sound a tiny bit crazy because I've been crazed by this stuff, but I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. You can pray to angels to shield you. You can stay in your house. You can stay in your car. I don't know what homeless people how they could possibly endure this. He called me a homeless person just now. And no, I don't consider that to be, name bashing or anything. I would be proud to be a homeless person and still going up against him and still having a fully charged phone and the ability to Facebook Live. But I don't know how other people live in this state. I don't. And I don't know what to do about it, except for, just continue to go up against the U.S. Navy and their contractor. And I just want to thank you guys for being there with me, because it's the only thing, you're the only thing who made him go away. And I don't know what to do about my health, because we know that PTSD is super traumatizing. It continues to be. It continues to make health impacts. Hey, Joshua, and I don't know what to do, you guys. If you know anybody who's a lawyer who could help me, I don't. Pretty soon, I don't know what to do anymore. And I don't know who to go to for help. And I better quit being on this feed because I'm starting to feel like I am gonna have a full-on panic attack. My greatest fear out here at night on Mare Island with these conditions is that I'm going to have a panic attack and that these people aren't going to call for help. And so I'm going to make a run for it. I'm going to go drive as fast as I can to the San Pablo Bay Trail, lock it up, and I'm going to get into town, you guys, and just thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being present with me. And I'm going to go, all right? This is the only thing I can think of, and I'm not trying to freak you out or make you scared. I'm just, because I'm not in harm's way now, except for the effects of these chemicals that get charged up from PTSD and from this panic attacky thing that's going on. So thank you, everyone who's watching or watches afterwards, and please call that number. Yeah, I gotta go. Okay, love you. Bye.